Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluchi Imo, and on this channel I share cake business tips. I do talk some personal development, entrepreneurship tutorials, story time, vlogs, recipes as well. And you're welcome. If you're stopping here for the first time, or if you're stopping by for the first time, you're most welcome. And if you've always been here, I am so glad to still have you here. Pardon me if there's an echo, I'm at work today, so I'm not sure if using my camera will help, and you'll be hearing some noise outside, but please just listen. I believe that you're going to hear me. So as you can see here, I have this beautiful mixer here because today I'm going to be talking about stand mixers, running you through my stand mixer. And please, before I go right into the video, before I go further into the video, please, this is not a brand endorsement, this is not a paid promotion, this is not an ad for any brand. This is just my personal opinion, and based on the questions that I've gotten so far about mixers, stand mixers, recommendations, questions about making recommendations, I thought to just share a few things that I know about stand mixers so that it would help you in making a choice on what to get or what to look out for, what you know if you're starting a cake business, or if you're not starting a cake business but you're looking to get a stand mixer, what you need to know. Now people call this tabletop mixer, some other people call it stand mixer, so whatever you know it as, please just know that this is what we are talking about. Actually, I'm going to be showing you and then also putting some clips in between so that it will help you out with a better understanding of what we're talking about. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. And you're welcome back. So this is my stand mixer. I remember someone asked me a few days ago, that was sometime last week, if I could recommend or ask me the name of my mixer. Yes, I think she saw it in one of my videos and asked the name of the mixer, and I told her that I wasn't sure it had a name because I know from what my memory serves me, I know that this mixer doesn't have a name, but I told her I was going to check and I should send me a reminder. But I just remembered today again and I decided to check. So I have checked and there is no name for this mixer, like I rightly mentioned, or like I rightly answered. So this is the mixer. What you have here is just a warning. I'm going to show you, I'm going to insert pictures or videos or clips so that you can see. So you can see a yellow tag here, right? So it's just a warning. You can see the body as well. I'm going to be inserting clips, don't worry, so that you can see. But if I move this closer to me, you can see that there is no name right here. What do I have here? Let me just check. I have an instruction showing you how to use the mixer, or how to lift it. So I can show you to the right, to the left. It doesn't have a name. It shouldn't surprise you. Okay, so I got this mixer for about 110 or 120,000 Nigerian naira. I'm going to insert the dollar value on the screen so that you can see. I bought it here in Nigeria from someone that deals in wholesale products like this, but I wouldn't, please bear with me, recommend the brand. No, I don't want to recommend the brand. Like I said, it's not a paid promotion, it's not a paid advert, but even at that, I wasn't too pleased with the customer service. So I'm going to share a little bit why. I don't know if I'll do that, but I'll share a little bit why. So it's good, it's an effective one, it has served me. So this is a 7-liter mixer. It comes with a 7-liter bowl. Let me just go ahead to lift this up and show you what it looks like. So this is a 7-liter bowl. It comes with a 7-liter bowl. This is it right here. Yeah, that's me. And it comes with a K beater. This is the K beater. So it comes with a K beater, and it also comes with a balloon whisk. It's supposed to have a dough hook, right? Mixers usually come with a balloon whisk, a K beater, and a dough hook, but this particular mixer doesn't have a dough hook. Okay, so I'm just doing a brief review before I go into what you need to do and what you need to know so that you can take good care of your mixer and so that they can last long for you. Okay, so your K beater is used for creaming your butter and your sugar, your margarine and your sugar. It is also used for making like buttercream. So some recipes will ask you to use your K beater. Okay, so if you're doing something like buttercream, regular American buttercream or modified buttercream, then this is what you want to use for it. This is what is recommended to use. But if you're doing things like SMBC, you use your balloon whisk. Okay, I've never seen an SMBC recipe that called for a K beater. So at some point, towards the end, you can use a K beater. Like my own SMBC recipe, towards the end, or the one that I used, or the one that I learned towards the end, you can now switch to a K beater, but you start with this. You also know that for whipped cream recipes, you also need to use this. If you've not watched my whipped cream recipe, then you're missing out big time. You need to watch that recipe, okay? It's a very stable one, and I'm going to link it, I think here or here, I don't know. I link it somewhere so that you can actually watch it. So for whipped cream and for Swiss melon buttercream, this is what you use. I want to believe that since egg is also involved, for IMBC, you might also need to use, you'll also be needing to use this as well. So for your batter, your cake mixing, your buttercream, regular buttercream, you can use this one. But for the whipped cream, SMBC, IMBC, and probably maybe modified buttercream, you might need to use this. So it comes in handy. Now, how do you take care of your mixer, your stand mixer? Or what do you look out for? Or what brands would I recommend? I wouldn't want to recommend any brand in particular, like I said, for the uptime time. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't want to recommend any brand. But I know that I've used a couple of mixers. I was using this before, exactly this. I bought it, I think, in 2019, but it packed up during the lockdown in 2020. Okay, and I observed that as I was using the mixer, it lost control. The speed area, the speed button or the speed whatever lost control, and it was just going on high speed. So it did not have slow speed, it didn't have medium speed. It would just keep going like that, on and on and on and on and on. And something happened at some point, because I was working from home, no staff, nothing, and my husband was assisting me and my kids as well, my mom as well. But majorly operating the mixer, I was the one doing that. And just to help me ease the workload at some point, I think when I had a cake to do, I had two wedding cakes to do at the same time for the same wedding. I don't know if you've watched that video. If you've not watched the video, it's one of my newest or earliest YouTube videos. You should watch it. It's very insightful to show you how to stack a cake. So you should check that video. I'm going to link it as well. Okay, so I had to, just to make work faster for myself, I can't remember if this was the period, but I think it was, I used the mixer. I used my mixer to prepare fondant. Now, what you don't want to do is to use your mixer to prepare fondant, especially if the capacity is not strong enough, or the engine is not strong enough for that. In simple terms, okay, if the mixer wasn't built for that, the capacity, the wattage, or whatever wasn't built for heavy workload, and you subject it to heavy workload, it's going to burn the engine, it's going to burn the motor. Okay, it's going to burn the engine. So you want to be careful, be mindful of that. That's why since then, if the first mixer I ever had, that was the same thing that made it go bad. So I just wanted to try. Not that I beat it for too long, but I think the few times I did it just to help me mix the icing with the fondant mix, it affected it, and that made it go bad. So it lost control. I sent it for repair, and believe me, it's over a year, and this guy that I bought the mixer from has not returned it. So I bought another one from him and sent that one off for repair, and it's been from one story to another. So right now I've technically lost my mixer. I can't I don't have access to the mixer anymore. I've tried following up, like I said, it's from one story to the other. That's why I cannot recommend. I'm sorry, but if you check in the markets in Nigeria, you can get it. Now, for those of you that are not in Nigeria, I know that you have a variety of brands, but if I want to say, or if I want to recommend, I would say Kenwood works fine. That's what I usually tell people that come to me. I said I cannot recommend any Nigerian brand, but for Kenwood, I know that I've used it, even though it was fairly used. One of my first mixer that I ever bought, but it served me for years before it finally packed up. So taking care of your mixer, you want to clean it very well, clean all the corners. This is old, that's why you can see that, so you know some of the parts are peeled up. But you want to really clean your mixer. When you're done using it, you want to clean it. Like, I'm just going to stay in no particular order because it's okay. So this is more like a freestyle video. So clean your mixer after using it, clean it and clean it very well. Go into all the corners and clean it. You can use soap, a damp napkin or a wet napkin, and then wipe it off. Wipe off the batter. Go into all the corners and clean it, but be mindful of the rubber so that you don't make anything go slack and it can still work fine for you. The second thing I'll be talking about is your balloon wicks. Please, it is fragile. As you can see, this is even solid. It looks strong. Okay, it looks strong, but what you don't want to do is to make any of these wires or any of these handles or these strings, or how would I call it, go off, because it's usually not easy to replace. It's hard to find a replacement. So you don't want to do this. Please pardon me, you're going to hear some noise, and I even don't want to do it. So you don't want to hit it against your bowl. Say you want to get rid of some of the batter on it, you begin to hit it like this. No, you don't want to do that, because if it breaks, you're not going to be able to use it, number one, and number two, it is not very easy to replace, at least where I am here in Nigeria. So please don't heat it against your bowl. Another thing you want to do is to, if you can afford it, get a big bowl that you can work with. So this is 7 liter, and I can mix up to, conveniently, I can mix up to 750 grams of cake batter in it. So it will save you more work. Instead of you mixing and mixing over again, you just try and save towards it and invest in getting yourself a good one. Like I said, this one is good, it's been effective. Also look out for the dough hook. The third thing you want to do, if your mixer is not big enough and is not built to mix fondant, please do not use your fondant for your mixer, your stand mixer, for mixing fondant. You're going to make it go bad and pack up in no time. So do not use it for that. The dough hook is usually for making things like sugar paste for a baker, making things like bread, doughy batter, things that have, I don't know if it's doughy batter or just dough, like bread dough, and things that are strong, things that are not light, that have thick consistency, like your gum paste, sugar paste, also your royal ice. This is for royal icing, please. This is for royal icing. So I was talking about gum paste. So you can also use your dough hook for your gum paste. Okay, that is one thing you want to do. The fourth thing you want to do in a place, you're looking in a place where you're not sure of the power supply, the power voltage and all of that, please, once you're done using your stand mixer, please switch it off. Okay, switch it off from the mixer, switch it off from the socket to cut off the supply, and then unplug it. That's what I do for myself, because there could be a power surge and it would affect your mixer. You don't want that. After spending so much, you don't just want such a little slip to make your mixer go bad. I don't know if there's anything else that I'm missing out, but these are the things that I think you can do or take note of when you're buying your mixer. Get something that will serve you for a long time. If you're transiting from using a hand mixer to a stand mixer, get you something that will last you for a very long time. Also, you should have a stand mix, a good control where you can control it. I'm going to show you how this works. I know you must have seen it a couple of times. You just switch it on, and then it keeps going. So it starts from slow and it has different speed levels. You can turn up the speed or you can reduce it when you want. Okay, one more thing I wanted to say, but I'm not sure that I can remember that thing now. Okay, I'm not sure I can remember. Yes, I've remembered. So it came with a splash guide as well, which I cannot find at the moment. If not, I would have shown you. It was attached to it, but all we did was just to unscrew it and then keep it aside. So if you need that for batter that is light, runny and splashing and all that, especially when you're creaming your butter and sugar, it tends to fly and splash all over the place. So you might want to use that, but I don't use it. So it's been a while I use it. So that is just a review about mixers and what you need to know when you want to get one. Make sure that your info is something you use all the time. Okay, so I'm talking to bakers, and I believe that if you're a baker, it's something that you use almost every day or almost every week. So get you something that will last you for a very long time. Get a good brand. Please, before you buy mixers, try and get reviews. Ask them if the vendor is truthful and honest. The vendor would advise you and let you know what to do. Work with the budget, save towards it. Don't just be wishing. Don't just wish, because if wishes were horses, beggars will ride. Okay, so you're not just going to be wishing. You won't wish your mixer to life. You're actually going to do the work of saving and investing in getting yourself a good mixer. Okay, so this has served me for like a year plus now. I think I got it January last year, if I'm not mistaken, or 2020 ending, I can't remember, but it's been serving me for over a year. I hope that you found this video useful. I hope that you found it helpful. Your mixer can still work with just these two. Okay, even though I don't have a dough, I can still work with it. But if you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, drop me a fruit comment down below. And if you have questions as well, please drop down below. If you're asking for recommendations, like I said, I will not be able to recommend any brand to you, especially here in Nigeria. But if you can get a Kenwood brand, definitely go all out for it. They are pricey, really pricey, but go all out for it. If you can afford to order online from overseas, please, by all means, go ahead and order as well. They are very, very good mixers that you can get online. So please do not forget to like this video. Like it is very important that you like this video so that other people can get to see it, and also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you in the next video, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.